Hello, everyone. Today, our story is about Marcus, a guy who was ashamed of his past, who he was, and where he came from. But one meeting, one moment of unexpected honesty changed everything. This is the story of how telling the truth about his roots didn't ruin his reputation. If you've ever felt like you had to hide who you are to fit in, this story is for you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and stay with me.
I'm Marcus King, and for a long time, I lied by omission. Not in big, dramatic ways, but in the small stuff. Where I went to school, what my parents did, what neighborhood I grew up in. In the corporate world I was navigating, where people wore prestige like perfume, my background felt like a stain I needed to scrub clean. I worked in marketing at Crestline Digital, a fast-growing tech company with a sharp culture and even sharper people. Our team was led by Jenna Reyes, a Stanford MBA with a resume that read like a TED Talk. Every Monday morning we had team stand-ups, and every week I rehearsed exactly what to say so no one would look too closely. I had a teammate named Leo who came from a different planet, or so it seemed. Boarding school, summer internships in London, casual name drops of alumni mixers and ski resorts. He wasn't mean, but he was confident in a way I couldn't fake. I laughed at the jokes I didn't understand. I nodded at conversations about colleges I never applied to. Because the truth was, I didn't go to college. I barely made it out of high school. My dad was in and out of jail most of my childhood. My mom worked 2 jobs just to keep us in a 1-bedroom apartment. I got my GED at 19 and started doing freelance graphic design from a beat-up laptop I bought on Craigslist. Crestline had found me through a viral campaign I ran for a nonprofit. My work got me in the door, but I always feared that if they knew the whole story, they'd show me the door too. Even my closest friend at the company, Talia, didn't know. She thought I went to a small state school. I never corrected her. It happened during a Wednesday brainstorming session. Jenna was trying to spark ideas for our next client launch. Everyone was tossing around the usual buzzwords. Then Leo said something that sent a jolt through me. We should build a campaign around authenticity, something that shows how your past makes you powerful. He looked straight at me. Marcus, you're great at this. Where'd you go to school again? There it was, the trapdoor. I felt a familiar panic rise. My usual move would have been to pivot, joke, deflect, but something about that day, the topic, the way Leo asked, the fatigue of carrying a lie, made me stop. I didn't, I said. I didn't go to college. The room went still. I got my GED, I taught myself design on YouTube. My first client was a guy at my bus stop who needed flyers for his food truck. I waited for the awkward silence, the polite nods, the later whispers, but it never came. Jenna leaned forward. That's incredible. Leo smiled. That's exactly what I meant. Later that day, Talia stopped by my desk. Why didn't you ever tell me? I shrugged. I don't know. I thought it would change how people saw me. It does, she said. It makes me respect you even more. I expected pity, but what I got was presence. Conversations I'd never had before. Emails from junior staff thanking me for saying what they'd been too afraid to. I wasn't alone. I'd just never given anyone the chance to see me fully. The next week, Jenna asked me to co-lead a project, designing a mentorship pipeline for candidates from non-traditional backgrounds, people like me. We partnered with GED programs, community colleges, even halfway houses. I spoke at our company town hall. I expected soft claps. I got a standing ovation. Afterward, a guy from finance approached me. I've been hiding for years, he said. Your story gave me the courage to stop. In the weeks that followed, I found myself mentoring 3 interns who reminded me of who I used to be, scrappy, nervous, unsure if they belonged. I told them the truth. If you're here, you belong. I stopped hiding. I started sharing openly in meetings. Not oversharing, but being real. I spoke about what it was like to juggle work and side gigs to support my mom. About designing logos for street vendors when I couldn't afford design software. About Googling how to interview professionally the night before my Crestline application call. Leo and I co-hosted a webinar, The Power of Path B, a conversation about success outside traditional systems. It went viral inside the company and beyond. Jenna pulled me aside one Friday. "I want to feature your story in our global recruiting campaign," she said. "We need to show what potential really looks like." It scared me, but I said yes, because now I understood. My background wasn't baggage, it was fuel. It wasn't what I lacked that made me powerful. It was what I carried and how far I'd brought it.
Thank you for your attention. If you liked the story, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe us for more stories.